Okay, so we are still in Chapter 6, Section 1. We are on the second example, looking at finding areas underneath the normal distribution curve. This particular example is located on page 318. And I've just jotted down here, right area z equals negative 1.24. So the full statement of the exercise says to find the area under the standard normal distribution curve to the right of z equals negative 1.24. And so here, the procedure is a little bit more involved than finding a left area. So we'll start out the same way. We'll sketch the curve, right? And is mine skewed to the left? Maybe, but it's just a sketch. So here's 0 in the middle approximately. Here's negative 1.24. If I drew it over here, if I drew it right here, it'd be fine. If I drew it way over here, that would not be it. And now, instead of the area to the left of z equals negative 1.24, I want the area underneath the normal curve to the right of z equals whatever that z score is. So this is the area that I'm shading in here. Okay, now the procedure, like I was saying, the procedure for looking up this probability, or this area underneath the curve, is slightly different. The cumulative standard normal distribution table gives us the areas of everything before. So that is everything going out to the left, right? Now, this is a probability density function. So that means the total area underneath this whole entire curve is equal to 1. And we're trying to find the shaded in area. The table of values will give us the left area, and the whole area is equal to 1, right? So here's how we're going to do it. Right area is equal to the whole total area minus the left area. Okay, so let's see, I should really learn how to write more quickly. So here, imagine we take the entire area underneath the curve, right? That's the whole area, and we subtract away that little bit. That's the left area. So that would leave us with the right area. So basically, when the book explains that what we're going to do is we're going to look up what the table tells us for this z score and then take that decimal value and subtract it away from 1, because that is our whole area. The whole area is equal to 1 there. All right, so let's do this. Let's get out the table of values. All right. Okay, I am able to zoom. No, too hard to say. Okay, but I'm just going to look it up and point to it, and maybe we can hit the focus and have it focus a little bit. So there is negative 1.2, and then on my other hand, I'll line up 0.04. There that is. And where do they intersect? Right here. And so what does that say? 0.1075. Let's write that down. 0.1075. Okay, so that was what we looked up in our table. That would make this area right here, the left area, 0.1075. And so we're going to do 1 minus that. We're going to do 1 minus 0.1075. And that would give us 0.8925. So this area here is 0.8925. All right. We'll do one quick example, one more quick example. And then I'll come back and show you a pro tip. Okay, so we'll revisit this one in just a second. Okay, let's do a different example. I'm just going to make one up. Let's find the right area for z equals 0. Let's try that. Okay. All right, so let's sketch the curve. There it is. Okay, sure. It never touches the x-axis. Okay, it's just a sketch. It's okay. All right, so here is 0 on our graph, and we know that that's right in the center. Okay, and so we're going to sketch all of the area underneath the curve. All right, so we're sketching underneath the curve and to the right of z equals 0. Okay, so that is the right area there. All right, now let's do this by the book, even though we should be able to tell what the answer is. All right, now how do we do this? We're going to go to z equals 0.0 and 0.00, and you'll notice that right there it says 0.5000. Okay, so what the table is giving us is the left area. And we're going to do what? Subtraction. We're going to say 1 minus whatever the left area is. And that will give us the right area. All right. And so there, if our z-score is 0, the left area and the right area are exactly equal to one another. They're exactly equal to 50%. 50% is below the average, and 50% is above the average. That's because the average and the median are the same for the standard normal distribution. Okay, so I mentioned I was going to give you the shortcut way to do right area. Okay, let's do this real quick. All right, let's do the shortcut method in the next video. That's what we'll do.